Hey, Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. It's an update video about the greenhouse and kind of the trials and tribulations we're going through trying to get this up and running this year. So what I've got behind me is I got to dig another trench. Another trench. So those of you that saw one of my earlier videos, I did get the electrical trench done, which is this one here. That's all hand dug. Granted, I had some students help us with that, and that's the trench that's actually going to run the electrical work. So all the electrical lines come out of that storage building behind us and then come into our main greenhouse here. The other thing that we're doing now is we got to feed that thing. So this is our big old heater. It's a pretty efficient propane heater, and it's got to come, you can kind of see the dotted lines through there outside. It's going to come all the way here, and the propane's got to come here and then pipe through and up to the heater. So we did have the propane gas supplier come here the other day. They didn't like where we wanted to site the tank, and they're making us put it where the other tank is. Unfortunately, that means my 10-foot run of trench is now turned into, I think at last guess when I measured it was 37 feet. So I've got to go ahead and cut the asphalt. I think we might be able to get a piece of equipment in here this time so I don't have to hand dig a 2-foot wide, 18-inch trench 37 feet, because it would take me a week. But anyway, that's where we're at. That's the last utilities that we need to really make this thing go. The other thing we're going to do this year is we do have an area that's below freezing, so running a hose to the greenhouse while we're trying to figure out water is not going to work. So I do have these 2 bulk storage bins that I'm going to put all the way down at the other end of the greenhouse. And I'm going to fill them up with our fertilizer mix, and instead of running a fertilizer injector where we make our fertilizer mix right in the line, we're going to make it at our finished concentration in these totes, and then I'll put in a hose and electrically pump it out to our plants directly out of these. And these hold a lot. So we'll just put it that way. How much do they hold? A lot. But it should be enough to do several waterings. So we're going to go ahead and use those for that. It's kind of hacking it together, finding solutions. I've always been one to find a workaround or a way to fix things to get things to happen. So this year is no exception for me, unfortunately. Last thing we're doing is the cleanup in the greenhouse. We do have an aquifer that, there's a stream right over there, so water does run underneath the greenhouse, underneath the asphalt, which means every little crack and crevice grows plants during the summertime. I think this is the 6th time that I've cut them down, so it's not neglect, it just grows like mad in here. So we're getting that cleaned up, we'll get everything sweeped up. And then once the utilities are run, we'll be ready to put our plants in here for the season. So yeah, it's been a lot of work. The goal is February 1st to have the utilities run and this greenhouse heated with something more than just the solar, because we do need the solar. It was quite chilly in here this morning. So yeah, we're hoping to get that done. So anyway, I'll shoot a video of me cutting the asphalt for the trench. I'm going to do it in the best method I have, which, because I don't have a concrete saw, means a circular saw with a masonry bit, or a masonry blade. Not my favorite, but that's what we're up against. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.